in one of Annie's videos. It's Annie's Adventures is the title of her YouTube channel. Now there's 4 or 5 Annies on there. You're going to have to search until you get the right Annie, but it is Annie's Adventures. I'm going to give the title to the video here in a minute. Now, Annie, in this video, interviews this lady from Canada. Now, this lady from Canada is, she's not happy with the current administration of Canada. She wants their 2 provinces from Canada, excuse me, Alberta and Saskatchewan. She wants them to leave Canada and become, American states. Now, she's serious. Now, I don't know how seriously her fellow Canadians feel about this. I'm not sure how my fellow Americans feel about this. I got no problem, adopting 2 Canadian states because I like Canadians. If it's agreed to by a number of, a majority of citizens, I'd say we go for it, but I'm not sure how the Canadian government's going to feel about that. I'm not sure how the Canadian government's going to feel about losing 2 of their provinces. But if you want the information on it, let me give you Annie's, hang on, Annie, how she titled, this is how she titled that particular video. Or like I said, it's next to last one at the time I'm making this video, but it might be some videos back by the time you get to watching this. But anyway, it's freedom is not free. Brave 83-year-old alone on the road. Now, when Annie interviewed her, I think she was somewhere here in northern Arizona because I think it's where Annie's at. I think Annie's probably like a lot of the RVers are making their way to Quartzsite, to spend the winter out there. Now, I'd be curious how, my fellow Americans, the Canadians there may be a few Canadians actually watching this, how they feel about, Alberta and Saskatchewan leaving Canada and becoming U.S. states. Now, I'm not sure if that would, besides a vote, it would probably require active, federal U.S. government. It would require an active Canadian government to make this happen. So I'm not sure I'm not sure how likely this is to happen, just putting it out there. Anyway, I found it kind of amusing, kind of interesting. Now, this lady, she does give contact information. Now, if you're too lazy or want me to go back and read the video, watch the video, and I can get her contact information. If you want to contact her, I can do that, but I need to know somebody really wants me to do that, because all you've got to do is watch Annie's video. Okay, let me give the title again. Freedom is not free. Brave 83-year-old alone on the road. That's this 83-year-old Canadian chick that's unhappy with a socialist government in Canada, and they've lost a lot of their freedoms. They don't particularly care. Now, I know there have been some mass protests that, police have. That seems to have, it's here on YouTube, but it's missed a lot of the Western media. A lot of the Western media just don't really care to cover that. There have been protests like in Ottawa or Toronto. I remember it's been a while. Been a bunch of truckers, they'd blocked the streets of some of the major cities because they were upset at what was going on. There was some mass arrests and stuff. That's kind of missed, the Western media. They just don't like to cover that. So what's actually going on up in Canada, I don't know. I just know a handful of people are just upset at the socialist government that's up there and just unhappy with it. Now, I know there's a handful of people just pining for socialism. All I can say is just look at these people that are willing, that risk their lives leaving socialist countries to come here to the U.S. to be here illegally. All I can say, if you're planning for socialism, hey, go live in a socialist country. That's all I can tell you. Okay, love y'all. Let's keep life interesting. Let's keep life exciting. Das Leben ist ein Abenteuer, and c'est la vie. Bye-bye.